Hello dancers! This is your first lesson of moving and grooving with Miss Jerome. I am Miss Jerome, the dance teacher at Belle Community School, and I'm so excited to get back into the studio with you today. For our first lesson, we will be reviewing our fundamental tap dance skills. Now, for many of you, this will just be a review, and it'll be things that you've already learned. But for some of you who have never been in my class before, it's a brand new lesson. So make sure you're really paying attention and being the best dancers you can be. Okay, even though we're in a virtual environment, our studio rules stay the same. 1, respect others. 2, respect yourself. And 3, respect the space. Before we get started today, let's recite our dancer's pledge. Please repeat after me. I am a dancer. I respect others, myself, and the space. I honor my mind, body, and spirit. I know that I learn from practice. I decide how my movement tells my story. I realize that I cannot be perfect, but I can be good. I am courageous enough to get back up when I fall down. I believe that dance is a celebration of being alive, and that inspiration comes from the excitement of living. I am a dancer. This is my dance. Our fundamental tap dance skills include things such as step, clap, brush, spank, toe drop, heel drop, and other things like that. Remember that when we put our fundamental tap dance skills together, we create steps. If you want to think of it in a new way, think about your fundamental tap dance as letters, and when we put letters together, we get words. If we're thinking about our fundamental tap dance skills as letters, which put together form words, which in our tap dance vocabulary that equals steps, then when we put many words together, we create a sentence. And in tap dance, when we put many steps together, we create a combination. Moving even further than that, when we put many sentences together in our English classes, we are creating paragraphs, okay? And when we put many of our combinations together in tap dance, we're creating a dance. So to review that, in tap dance, our fundamental tap dance skills equal letters, our steps are equal to words, our combinations are equal to sentences, and our full dances are equal to writing a paragraph. So in many ways, you can compare tap dance to writing. Even though you're at home and you probably don't have a pair of tap shoes with you, you can still tap dance. Just throw on some tennis shoes and let's get started. 5, 6, ready? Here we go. Okay dancers, we are going to start with our very first fundamental tap dance skill, which is called a toe drop. If you look behind me, you can see that all of our fundamental tap dance skills are listed. As we move along through them, we will mark each one with the star so you know where we are and what we're doing, okay? So, starting with toe drop. Remember that in tap dance, we want to keep our knees bent the entire time, okay? Keeping our knees bent helps us have clearer sounds, okay? So make sure those knees stay bent. Very good. And with your arms, the best thing to do right now is to put them on your waist. That will help you balance, okay? Especially when we're doing something on one leg. So, starting with toe drops. A toe drop is when you lift up the front part of your foot, your toe, and you slam it on the ground. You lift it up, and you slam it. You lift it up, and you slam it. You lift it up, and you slam it. Very good. Okay, let's try it together. Let's do 4 on our right foot and then 4 on our left foot. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Let's try our other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something that's really important for you to know is that all of our fundamental tap dance skills are only one sound. So when we're doing our toe drops, we really want to make sure that we're only making one sound with each foot. Look from the side. Please notice that my heel is staying attached to the ground like this. If I were to lift up my heel off the ground and then do my toe drop, that makes two sounds. Listen very closely and see if you can hear the two sounds it's making. That is not what we want right now. We only want to make one sound. So really make sure that your knees are bent and your heels stay connected to the ground. Yes? Try on both feet, back and forth. Awesome. Okay, we are going to do 8 toe drops with our left foot, with our right foot first, and then we'll do 8 toe drops with our left foot, okay? Bend your knees, ready? 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Let's try our other foot, our left foot. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Okay, that's toe drop. Now let's move on to heel drop. Do you see it listed here? Heel drop. Okay, very good. A heel drop is very much like a toe drop, except for instead of lifting your toes and dropping them, you lift your heels and drop them. Yes, very good. So let's try to do that together now. Lift your heel, drop it. 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 That was very good. Let's try it on the other side. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. Very good. Just like a toe drop, we only want to make one sound with our heel drop. So you can be very careful not to lift up the front part of your foot, because when we do that, listen again, that makes 2 sounds, and we only want to make one sound. So keep those toes glued to the floor. And lift it, drop it, lift it, drop it, lift it, drop it, lift it, drop it. All right, very good. Let's try 8 heel drops on the right foot, and then 8 heel drops on the left foot. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good, other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you keep those knees bent. Okay, now for fun, I want us to try to alternate between our right foot and our left foot, okay? So go back to toe drops and see if you can go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, let's try it. Toe drops, 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Let's do 8 heel drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Amazing. Good. Okay, now we're going to do 8 toe drops, 8 heel drops, 4 toe drops, 4 heel drops, 2 toe drops, 2 heel drops, 2 toe drops, 2 heel drops. And we're gonna go right, left, right, left, right, left the entire time, all right? Here we go, slowly all together. 5, 6, ready, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good, heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 heels. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 toes. heels. 1, 2. Very good. That's heel drops. Okay, dancers, now we're gonna move on to hop and leap. And we're gonna do hop and leap together because they're very, very, very similar, okay? So, when we are hopping or leaping in tap dance, we are jumping, okay? And you either jump on one foot and stay on the same foot, or you jump and you switch feet, okay? So, right now I want you to pick your favorite foot, okay? Now I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see better, okay? Pick your favorite foot, get your heels off the ground, and we're gonna practice hopping. Hopping starts on one foot and stays on that same foot. So let's do 8 hops on your favorite foot. Now, when you're hopping, try really hard to keep your heels off the ground because again, we wanna make sure that each of our skills only has one sound in it, okay? So let's try 8 hops. Ready? 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. That's a hop. The hop stays on one foot. Awesome. Now, when we go to leap, we are switching feet, okay? So that's when we go from one foot to the other foot, right? So pick your favorite foot again, get your heels off the ground, and jump and switch feet. Very good. That is a leap and tap dance. Let's leap back and forth between our 2 feet. Here we go. Very good. That's a leap and tap dance. Now, in other styles of dance, a leap is a big, huge jump. But that's not how it is in tap dance. In tap dance, it's little, and it tells us to switch our feet. Leap again. Very good. And hop stays on one foot, remember? Okay, we are gonna do 4 hops and then 4 leaps, okay? Watch me first. Okay, very good. Try it with me. 4 hops, 4 leaps. 5, 6, ready, here we go. Switch, 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 switch. That's it. That's hop and leap. Very good, everyone. Let's move on to ball, okay? When we are doing a ball in tap dance, we are hitting the ball of our foot, this part of our foot, on the ground, okay? A ball in tap dance can also be called a step. So either a step or a ball, those 2 words mean the same thing, okay? But I'm gonna turn to the side so you can really see. A ball, you want to pick up your foot and then just hit the front part of your foot on the ground. Like that. Watch again. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. Okay? Very good. Let's try our other foot. Turn the other way. We go lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. That is a ball, okay, which is pretty easy. Remember that a ball can also be called a step. So if we are doing something in tap dance, we might say step, and when we say that, we mean ball, okay? So right now I want you to practice going side to side with your ball, okay? We go to the side, step together, to the side, step together, to the side, step together, to the side, step together. Very good. Let's just practice stepping on the balls of our feet 8 times. Ready? Switching feet. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. That's ball. Okay, now dancers, we will move on to toe, okay? Toe is one of my very favorite tap dance steps. When we're doing the toe, we're hitting the very tip of our foot or a tap shoe on the ground, okay? I'm gonna turn to the side so you can really see it better. Yes? So for toe, you hit just the tip on the floor. Do you see that? You try it now. Ready? Do 4. 1, 2, ready, go. There you go. Let's turn around to the other side and try our other foot. Do 4 toes. Awesome job, everyone. So we can do a toe wherever we want to. We can do it to the front. We can do it behind us. We can do it to the side. We can do it right next to our other foot. Wherever you want. So right now, I want you to try to do 4 toes in any direction you want, okay? So I'm gonna give you some time to think about it. Decide where you want your 4 toes to be, okay? Okay, let's try it together. Do 4 toes wherever you want. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Now let's just try your other foot and see what happens. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good, okay? Take a second and practice your toes. Very good. They're really easy to do fast. Now, if you have on shoes that are soft, you don't want to do toe very hard because you might hurt your foot, okay? So only if you have really strong tennis shoes or tap shoes on, hit your foot really hard on the ground, okay? If you don't have those types of shoes on, just hit it very gently, okay? Just like that. All right, that's how we do a toe in tap dance. Okay, now it's time to practice heel, okay? In a tap dance. Okay, dancers, now it's time to practice our heel. Okay, dancers, now it's time to practice heel and tap dance. For a heel, you want to remember to keep your knees bent, take your foot out to the side, and tap your heel on the floor. It looks like this. Very good. Try that with me right now. 5, 6, ready, go. Try again. 5, 6, ready, go. Awesome, let's try our other foot. 5, 6, ready, go. Good, try again. 5, 6, ready, go. Try again. 5, 6, ready, go. Try again. 5, 6, ready, go. Try again. Okay, we are going to do now, to practice our heels, heel to the side, stomp your feet together. Heel to the side, stomp your feet together. Heel, stomp. Heel, stomp. Heel, stomp. Heel, stomp. Very good. I go and then you go. I'll do it first and then you try. Ready? Heel, stomp. You go. Heel, stomp. I go. Heel, stomp. You go. Heel, stomp. I go. Heel, stomp. You go. Heel, stomp. I go. Heel, stomp. You go. Heel, stomp. Very good. Let's do 8 in a row without stopping all together. 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. That's heel. Okay, dancers, now we're gonna try dig, which you see is over on this side of our words now. Dig, okay. A dig is like a heel, but instead of going out to the side, we go straight front and we bounce our foot off the ground. Watch very carefully. Dig looks like this. Let me show you with my other foot. Very good. Let me turn to the side now so you can see it even better. Awesome. So in a heel, we straighten our leg out to the side. But in a dig, we want to keep our knee bent and keep it bouncing. Right now together, let's try 8 digs on the right foot. Ready? 5, 6, ready, here we go. 8. Very good. Try your other foot, bend your knees, do 8, 5, 6, ready, here we go. That's 8. Okay, very good. Let's put some digs together and do 3 digs and 1 stomp, okay? That will look like this. Try that with me right now, really slow. Dig, 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 stomp. Very good. Try your other foot. Dig, 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 stomp. Very good. Let's do that 4 times all together. Here we go. 5, 6, ready, here we go. Awesome job, everyone. That's how we do dig. Now we're going to move on to scuff, okay? A scuff is very similar to a dig, which is why we're learning them right next to each other, okay? And for a scuff, I'm going to turn to the side because you want to see it the best. So, a scuff is like a dig, but instead of bouncing your foot off the ground, you push it forward. Do you see that? Try it now with me. Ready? Go out and forward with your heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Turn to the other side. Let's try it. 5, 6. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. In a scuff, it's really important that we don't let our toes hit the ground. It's only our heel tap making the noise, okay? So, turn to the side, try it. Let's do it 8 times. 5, 6, ready, let's scuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome job. Turn around the other way. Bend your knees. Let's do 8, 5, 6, ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Great job on your scuff. Now we're going to work on this tap dance skill called a scrape, okay? Scrapes are very much our most favorite tap dance skill. They make a really cool sound, okay? So, to do a scrape, you can take any part of your foot and slide it on the ground, okay? Watch me carefully. My favorite scrapes are toe scrapes. They sound like this. Do you hear that? Isn't that a cool sound? You try it now. Very good. Try it again. Try it one more time. Awesome. Okay, let's do that with our other foot. Take your toe, slide it across the ground. Very good. Try again. Do it again. One more time. Very good. Now my favorite scrapes are toe scrapes like what we just did, but you can also scrape with any other part of your foot, okay? So, I can scrape with my heel. Do you see that? Try it with your feet. Scrape with your heel. Yes, very good. Heels. you 8 counts, and you're gonna scrape your feet in any way that you want, either with your toes or with your heels. Okay, you try it now. You have 8 counts. 5, 6, ready, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome job, everyone. Let's move on. Our next fundamental tap dance skill is brush, okay? And when we brush, we are brushing the ball of our foot, this part, against the floor. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can really see what's happening when we brush, okay? So, you want to pick up your foot and brush it forward and hit the floor with the ball of your foot. Watch closely. Okay? You really have to make sure that your heel doesn't hit the ground. This is kind of like a scuff, but you use the ball of your foot instead of your heel, okay? Watch again. Brush, 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 brush. Very good. Let's turn to the other foot and try it on the other foot. Here we go. Just the ball of your foot hits the ground. Ready? Brush, 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 brush. Very good. You really want to make sure that your foot stays with your toes up, because if you start to point your toe down towards the floor, watch what happens. That is not a brush, that's a scrape. So keep your foot in this position and hit it against the floor. Okay, very good. Let's try 8 brushes with the right foot and then 8 brushes with the left foot. Make sure your knees are bent. Pick up your foot. We go. 5, 6. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Let's try with our other foot. 5, 6. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like all the rest of these skills, you want to make sure that you're only making one noise at a time. If I let my heel touch the floor in a brush, it makes 2 sounds. Listen. And that's not what we want to do today. Today we only want to make 1 sound with each foot. So make sure when you're practicing, it's just your toes hitting the floor. Try your other foot. Very good. Make sure you really practice these brushes because we will use them next week in our lesson. The very last tap dance skill we have to learn today is spank, okay? And a spank is the direct opposite of a brush, okay? So a brush goes forward like this. We just learned this. Right? But in a spank, we are still using the ball of our foot, except we're going backwards, okay? So you have to get your foot out in front of you, and you have to spank the floor with just the ball of your foot. Watch closely. Do you see that? Look what it looks like on my other foot. Okay? Again, really make sure that your heels are not touching the ground. You only want your toes to touch the ground. Let's do 8 spanks on the right foot and then 8 spanks on the left foot. Ready? Just your toes going backwards as a spank. Try it. 8 times. 5, 6. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Try your other foot. 5, 6. Ready? Here we go. Awesome. That is all of our fundamental tap dance skills. To review, remember we had toe drop, and then heel drop, and then hop, leap, ball, toe, heel, dig, scuff, scrape, brush, and spank. All right, that's all we have for today. Next week, we will start adding our fundamental tap dance skills, our letters, together to create steps or words, okay? And we'll see how that works next week. All right, dancers, that's all we have time for today. Your homework is to review your fundamental tap dance skills. And make sure you really practice them so next week when we put them into steps, you'll be ready to go. Other than that, your job is to keep moving and grooving until next week. See you very soon.